guess what I'm thinking is life can still be enjoyed even in circumstances that are very much the opposite of what we were hoping for.
Ups and downs, it's part of the journey.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to Friday in the hospital. I love when he stretches out his little paw. Good morning. We have been doing the hospital routine. Mary's CF team came around this morning and we did blood work today, and it turns out that her white counts and some of her blood numbers were trending down, so we went ahead and Mary did the Neupogen shot today. And we asked about doing it IV instead of doing it, what is it, sub-Q? Or is it, it's like intermuscular?
I don't know.
Anyways, the injection instead of, the IV instead of the injection. But apparently the pharmacist said that it's absorbed better in the body when you do the shot. So, unfortunately, that was the case today. So, Mary did that, and then she's been noticing some changes in her hearing, and so the audiology team came in, and with a lot of the medications that Mary goes on, she has hearing loss and some of the higher ranges, and so she has constant ringing in her ears, and so she felt like that has changed a little bit in the past few weeks, which she was just on a long course of vancomycin, which can do that. So here's what it looked like when they came in to have her hearing checked.
Didn't even touch you yet. Come on. This thing is low battery.
I might be known to be a prankster. Yeah, so my hearing has worsened slightly in my left ear, and it's the same as it was last time. I have a little bit of hearing loss in both ears, but it's like I have ringing in both ears, so your ears, I think the way they explained it to me last time was your ears will sometimes ring at the frequency of the sound of the hearing that you've lost. So I have a really high-pitched ringing because I've lost the hearing of those high pitches, but it's not enough hearing loss that like I would notice it necessarily. They've just said like you might notice that you turn the TV up a little bit louder, but for the most part, or like in a big crowd of people trying to have a conversation with somebody, you might notice it a little bit there, and that's about it. That's all that I've ever noticed. And I think that's very common. Like when you're in a crowded place and it's really echoey, it's hard to hear the conversation. But anyway, so I might just like strain a little bit more, but I was thankful to hear, even though this ear got a little bit worse, it wasn't like crazy or anything. And I mean, that's part of the reason why we have to be so careful with these medications. And like we said yesterday, and I literally just posted it on Facebook, on our Facebook page. If you guys didn't know, we have a Frey Life Facebook page, and we're actually doing some special videos over there, which has been fun. I think we're posting another one today. But anyway, it's another reason why we have to be really careful with like blood counts and stuff. So the kidneys, when the creatinine bumps up, so the number, it seems opposite. When the number goes up, that means your kidney is not doing as well. Or, so like for white blood cell numbers, when those numbers go down, that's bad. But when creatinine goes down, the kidney number, that's good. So it's like opposite.
Creatinine is like a toxin in the blood that it's measuring, that the kidneys filter. So when the number is higher in your blood, it means your kidneys aren't filtering that toxin as well. So that's why it's not actually measuring the function, it's measuring the actual toxin or whatever it is.
Interesting. So some of these medications can be so stressful on the kidneys, that it causes them not to do their job as well. And there's some connection between hearing and I don't think it has to do with kidneys. I think it's just that the medications that happen to hurt your kidneys also hurt your ears. So, but again, risk versus benefit. Yes, there is a risk for hearing loss, but the medications that I need, we gotta do what we gotta do. But yeah, today's been a pretty good day. I'm really thankful. Last night we slept pretty well, and I'm really, really thankful for that, because the night before I was pretty frustrated with not being able to sleep. And there was still a lot of beeping, but I can sleep through beeping. There's a lot of other things that, anyway. Slept well, got up, did my nebs, did chest PT, did an EKG, did blood work, and then went to the gym. And now, in like half hour, another round of chest PT, and then I get a little break, and the Neupogen shot. We did that. Ouch! I was so excited. I mean, a shot is whatever, but this shot, to me, it felt different. The first time it like didn't hurt at all. Last time it hurt really bad. This time it hurt, but not really bad. So anyway, my arm doesn't even feel that sore, so it's all fine. It's just, if it was offered in IV, if it worked well in an IV form, I would totally choose that. So that's our, what is this, Friday. Today's 1 week since I started IVs again, but of course the time clock got restarted when we had to start a new set of IVs and stop the old ones, because we like to do about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on, that would be considered like a full course of IV antibiotics. But we have the new bacteria we're treating, and we have all of the blood work and stuff, so I'm not even on the full dose yet of all 3 of my antibiotics that I'm on. So we were waiting to see if my kidneys would be, if my creatinine was getting improved, improving, but it's not yet. It actually got a little worse today, so we will just keep doing what we think we can't do. But I just have to tell you guys, I wanted to pick up the camera so bad. Peter and I sat over at that table where he's sitting. We sat over there, he ate lunch, I still have no appetite, and we had a business meeting. We're talking about new designs for our online store and some things that have been highly requested. I'm not hinting at anything else. Anyway, we just had a fun little meeting, and it was a reminder that life, I guess what I'm thinking is life can still be enjoyed even in circumstances that are very much the opposite of what we were hoping for. We were so like anticipating doing this whole course of IVs at home, and we were like, okay, I'm gonna feel awful, but we're gonna make it work. But here we are, this is where we need to be, so we're making the most of it. And so we had our business meeting, we brainstormed, we were making designs and doing work, and it was fun. And I think it's also like, I haven't really been able to like have discussions for a week because I've been feeling so bad. But now that those side effects are gone, I think I feel like $1 million, which reality is my body's still, like my lungs are probably the same as they were before all those bad side effects. So I'm still working hard, but we're gonna keep working. And so keep your eyes out for exciting new things on the store. Same girl, same bed, same pillow, but way exhausted. I am realizing like how many things I did today on top of you guys saw the audiologist come. So I did the EKG, the feeding tube nurse came. She's like a nurse practitioner who works a lot with feeding tubes, and she helped me evaluate, like it's been leaking more, and so she helped me evaluate like do I need a shorter tube or whatever. So we just filled the balloon up a little bit more and we'll see how that works. Just so many people. And I worked out. Did I say that? Oh man, so now I'm exhausted. Sorry, I yawned and it's probably made you yawn, but anyway, Peter's out. I'm really, really glad that it's like nice outside because he took a walk to a coffee shop nearby to work and study and get ready for his sermon. And I'm just really glad that it's nice out so he could enjoy some fresh air. But anyway, that's my update. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna see if I can capture the colors outside my window. Do you see that sky? Wow. Embrace today and celebrate the beauty that is there. No, ideally I wouldn't be looking out of a hospital window, but I am. So I'm gonna find the beauty in it. Also, random note, I think I've always thought when I've seen couches in hospital rooms, how is that at all like hygienic? But it's like a plastic material, it's like vinyl, sort of like this, so it can all be sanitized with those like toxic wipes. So that's how it can be cleaned. Also, before I forget, they were able to put the correct dose for 2 of my 3 antibiotics. So I haven't heard when they're gonna put the 3rd one up to the correct dose, but we will recheck labs in the morning. And look who's home!
Hi guys.
Hi!
How's it
I was
going?
just telling him they just put my meds up to the right doses.
Yeah.
So this is the first dose. I just found out that they put them up. But anyway. Hi.
Hi.
How'd it go?
It was good. I've been out working most of the day.
There's a very excited poodle to see you. I'm so glad you're
the
back.
Tail waggies.
Bonesy, are you gonna go out on a walk? You gonna go with Peter? Yes, I'm talking to you.
Did you miss me?
Yeah, I think he was like, hey, we're all supposed to be together, man.
Yeah, buddy.
We're all good. So it has been a completely and utterly full day.
Utterly full?
Full of udders.
Hold on a second. We already closed the vlog probably an hour or 2 ago, and Mary was telling you guys that they put her drugs up to full dose, and she is not feeling good.
But I don't know if this is Neupogen.
It could be Neupogen, it could be the higher dose. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the higher dose of the ceftaroline, because you have noticed nausea with it all along. Anyways.
But I did eat some food.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
She de-accessed her port. We're gonna access it here in a little bit, but we just wanted to check in and say kind of a bum end to the day.
Do you remember how excited I was for tonight?
Yeah, because she's got her needle out of her chest for a couple hours, but she did take a shower.
I got no needle in my chest, But now I gotta stick another needle in my chest. But I don't feel good.
Part of it. Ups and downs. It's part of the journey. And
Back to 2 hours ago when I felt better.
And as always, we will see you tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Ollie boy.
Are you gonna have such a good walk? You gonna go run and run?
Tomorrow, guys.
Are you gonna go outside and go run and run? That's gonna be fun. I wanna go with you. Good night, guys.